up to another good morning. Time to go. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
Now, welcome back. Thank you for watching part 1. Now, this is part 2, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of actually creating a video. Now, Camtasia is made up of, the screen is made up of different sections. I'm just going to quickly run through the different sections. Now, up here is obviously the menu section. Just here is the control section. In this box here, this gives you all the options that are available in the control section. So for instance, if we click on transitions, it gives you all the different types of transitions available. Now to the right of that, we've got the preview window, and then just below that we have what's called the timeline. And on the timeline goes from left to right is obviously time, and then from the bottom up are tracks. Now we'll go into tracks shortly, but basically it just allows you to layer certain things in your video, and you can put them in tracks. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to get some media into our video, so the media that we're going to use for our video. And so I just click on the media bin, and obviously this brings up the media bin. Now at the moment, obviously our media bin is empty. Now to get media, all we do is we click import media, and then it will take us to this window and allow us to import media. Now that media can either be a sound file, a video file, or obviously a picture. Okay, so for this particular one, I'm just going to import this video, and we'll just do that, and there you see it's sitting in the media bin. Now if we want to preview that video, all we have to do is just double click on it, and then obviously it gives us a little preview of the video. Now so just a video of surf. Okay, so let's get going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this video and we're going to drag it onto our timeline to create a video. So okay, so what you do is you left click on that video, and then drag it down onto your timeline. And you can see there the little play button gives us a little preview of our video on our timeline. You can see it's going through. It's about 14 or 15 seconds long, and it's of the surf. There we go. Okay. Now we can do a couple of things with this little movie clip. Now the first thing that I normally do is I right click on it, and then I click on the option that says separate audio and video. And what that does is the video that's associated with that little movie clip, it separates it into a different track. So here we go, we've got another track now. We've got track 1, track 2. Now what this allows me to do is if I'm doing a voiceover and I don't want the background noise of the video clip, I can either delete the background noise or the sound to that video clip, or I can actually make it quieter. Now you'll see here there's a little green line, and so what you can do on the audio is you can click on it and then you can drag it down and actually make that sound quieter. Now we can do a few other things with this video clip. Now what we can also do, we can put annotations on. So basically we can put text and shapes and lines and such like on our video. And so once we basically click on what we want, and then we drag it onto either onto our preview or onto our timeline, and it puts it in at a default time. Now, as I said before, this is time across the top. So this particular clip here is going to run for 5 seconds. So you can see their duration, 5 seconds. Now, if we want that title to be on our screens for a shorter or longer amount of time, all we do is we click on it, and then we just select it where we get the little arrows, and then we can either make it longer or shorter. Okay, another way that we can do that is we can right click on it and then go to duration, and then we can just type in here the duration that we want that particular text to last for. So we're going to change it to 5, so that's in seconds, and we're going to click OK. So now you'll see that that's 5 seconds. Okay, moving on. So other things that we can do, we can add transitions. So basically that's when you go from one clip to the other, you can add different types of transitions so that it goes in smoothly. Now there's quite a few of them, and I'll let you play with them, but the one that I generally always use is fade. And so what you do is you click on the fade, and then you can just drag it onto your clip or timeline, wherever you might want it. So it's there, so we've put it into the text, and then we've put it into the actual little video clip. We'll just press play, and then you'll see that it goes from black through to the clip, and then the text is actually going to fade in smoothly, and then it'll fade out smoothly. So that's fade. Now you can overdo transitions. Like I say, I normally only ever use generally only ever use the fade. Okay, moving on. So we've done transitions. I very rarely use behaviors. Behaviors are very similar to transitions. Again, you can go in there. It can be used for text, mainly for text. So I just use it on titles. You can also do animations. Again, I very rarely do animations, so I won't go into that just yet. Cursor effects, they are for when you're recording your screen, just like I am at the moment. I can add cursor effects, so every time I click or move the mouse, it gives a little cursor effect. And that is very handy for, obviously, for screen capture. And then this is also very handy if you're doing pictures, or if you just want to add maybe your voiceover at the time wasn't very good and you want to redo it. What you can do is do voice narration. Now I will probably move on to that in another video. Okay, so moving on. Now really the only thing that I'm going to cover in this little section here is the audio effects. Now this is the one that I use. I use this a fair bit. Now the ones that I use really only are fade in and fade out. Now for instance, on the sound here for the video, we're going to fade it in and we're going to fade out. And I'll just turn that up again just so that you can see it. And then what it does, it creates a smooth either increase in sound at the beginning for fade in, or a smooth decrease in sound at the end for fade out. This is very handy for music tracks. So we'll show that to you again later on in another video. And then this is just our little clip. Now what I'm going to do is I will create these files and save them in a folder so that if you want, you can download them and use them freely just to practice. And I'll leave a link to that in the description of the video. Now, as I said previously, we can also add still photos to our little video clips, and I'll just show you how to do that. So what we'll do is we'll go up to media. There's the media bin. Now, if you right click on it and click import media, I'll just step back to one of the ones that I've used before. Okay, so these are still images, so I'll just, and all you do is click on it, and there it is, it's appeared in the media bin. So again, all you do is to add it to your timeline is click on it and then just drag it onto your timeline. Again, you will see that it's only gone in for 5 seconds, so the default amount of time is 5 seconds, and then you can stretch it out and make it longer if you wish. Now, the way I do things is I try to keep my graphics files, so like my pictures and my videos, on the first track. I then try to keep my audio on the second track, and then keep my text and other stuff on tracks above that. It's just something that I've done just to keep it consistent, so that I know what I'm doing. Okay, now we're just going to add some music to this video, because videos and music, they go hand in hand together. Now, I get my music from Envato, and it's elements.envato, and I will leave a link to that in the description below. I'll also put a link to it on this video. Now, it is a subscription based, however, you get unlimited access to not just music, but sound clips, videos, graphics, photography, a whole wad of stuff. It is so handy that it's probably saved me thousands of dollars. But I'll leave a link to that in the description below, and also put it onto the screen. So I'm just going to add some music to this video. Again, into the media bin, right click on import media. Now, I've saved my music into a folder that says music and sounds, and then you've got different types. Now, I'll just use this particular one here because that's a nice one. You click on it, and then you'll see that it comes in here as a sound clip. What you can do is double click on it, and then it will preview it for you just up here. Or otherwise, what you can do is just drag it down onto your timeline, like so. Cool. Now, this concludes this video. Now, it was only just my battery's running flat. Just close that. Now, this was only just a very short video, just to show you how you get your clips together and how you create a short video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to edit these particular video clips, pictures and sound to put your movies together. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello world, wake me up to another good